It's wild when you stop and think about it. How much story can be hiding inside just a single, simple word? We use thousands of them every single day, right? We don't even think about it. But sometimes, if you look really, really closely at the most ordinary words, you can stumble upon a totally fascinating and way bigger idea. And today, that's exactly what we're going to do. All right, so for this explainer, we're jumping into the Simple English Wiktionary. It's a dictionary that's all about making things clear. And our journey starts with a word literally everyone knows, fat. So the first definition is, well, it's exactly what you'd expect. No surprises here. As an adjective, fat describes something as being big and heavy. Like in their example, a fat dog. It's super straightforward, it's clear, and let's be honest, this is where most of us would probably just stop reading and move on. But what if that's not the whole story? What if this really simple entry is actually holding a clue to a much, much bigger concept about language itself?
See, if you look again, right at the top of the page, tucked away before the definitions even start, there's this one little sentence. It's the kind of thing you just skim right past. But for us, it's the key to this whole thing.
And there it is, just that one line. It's not a definition, it's not a translation. It's more like a label, a little tag. It's telling us that this word, well, it belongs to some kind of special club. And this number, 850, that's really the heart of the mystery, isn't it? It's so specific. It makes you wonder, what on earth is this exclusive list of words? So that's the big question. That one little note on a dictionary page just blew this wide open. So let's figure it out. Okay, so that clue leads us straight to this concept of basic English. And this isn't just, easy English. No, it's a very carefully built system, and it has a very specific mission. So here's the deal. Basic English is what you'd call a controlled language. It's an intentional shrinking of the entire English language down to a core vocabulary of just 850 words. The whole point was to create a tool for clear, simple, global communication, making it way easier for people from totally different backgrounds to understand each other. And this brings us right back to our original word, fat. Of all the words in the English language, why would this one make the cut for such a tiny, essential vocabulary? Well, the answer is all about efficiency. And here's where you see its superpower. We already saw it as an adjective, but the Wiktionary also shows it as a noun, meaning animal tissue. So one single word can be used to describe a state of being and to name a physical substance. That's incredibly useful. This example just nails it. Here, fat isn't describing the cheese, it's a part of the cheese. A word that can play two totally different roles this clearly is a massive advantage when you've only got 850 words to play with. And that's pretty much the whole philosophy of basic English in a nutshell. Every single word on that 850 list was picked because it was a workhorse. The goal is to get the most communicative bang for your buck with the smallest vocabulary possible. You learn one word, but you get to express multiple ideas. So this gets us into a much bigger conversation, right? This whole project, this idea of deliberately simplifying a language, it really forces us to stop and think about what language is even for. You can totally see the appeal. The practical upsides are huge. A shared, simple language could make global business smoother, make travel way less intimidating, and give new learners a really solid place to start. Clarity and accessibility, those are powerful things. But here's the catch, the inevitable trade-off. Language isn't just a tool for buying and selling things. It's for poetry, for nuance, for humor, for culture. When we strip it down to its most basic nuts and bolts, are we maybe losing a little bit of its soul? And that leaves us with this final thought. We started with one simple word in a dictionary, and we've landed in the middle of a 100-year-old debate about communication itself. So, what do you think? Is the whole point of language to be as efficient as it can be? Or is its real value found in all of its rich, beautiful, and sometimes difficult complexity?